shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the matter with King? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted, this what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline Notes with your boy, the King. And today we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We have upcoming games that I am super excited for. Elden Ring, the Eld Tree. Oh my God, this is gonna be dope. Anybody get a chance to see Kai Cenat video that he did for it? I love to see new people get into video games and just dive deep into our medium of choice, stuff that we love. So yeah, I'm noticing that my hair was acting crazy. Yeah, so what? Anyway, yo, who got a chance to see the Kendrick Lamar pop-up joint? Oh my God, your boy's out of control. But you take that fame and you run with it. You make sure that you get the most out of it. I love to see people getting the most out of their talent. Hey, so we got Gamescom to talk about, some people missing, some people showing up. It's going to be crazy. We have purchasings that went down. Shout out to Sony for purchasing. I love the fact that y'all are doing what y'all doing. You're scraping and scrounging. That's what y'all supposed to do. And what else we have on deck? Matt Booty's interview. Y'all seen that now. Matt Booty's in this interview is crazy. We're going to keep the boot on Kong's neck. This whole generation, hashtag no PlayStation 6. We're going to run it up on these bums. This is definitely the best way to ensure victory in this hard-fought battle. But when you hold the line, that's what happens. Now, remember, I'm telling you guys, for the best super chats throughout the week, we're giving away a Hold the Line pin. That's the Hold the Line pin right here. We're giving away the Hold the Line pin. And we read those tomorrow on tomorrow's live show at 6:30 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time. Actually, I'm trying to get it to 6 o'clock because I like the 6 o'clock sweet spot. Pause. And we get a chance to talk more and more in depth about all this stuff. But we do have some topics to get into. We do have some games that we like to see. And if you are enthused and loving everything that you see here, and if this is your first time showing up, please take my invite to become a subscriber and also become a member. The members are the lifeblood of the channel to keep the channel moving. And I think it's for as little as $3. You can become a member and you can get a coin at the end of every week. We give away a coin and we also give away $150 worth of free food. So shout out to all our winners last week. We had 5 winners last week. So shout out to all the 5 winners that got in contact with me. And that stuff is going out. It goes out every subsequent Friday. So that way I give enough time for the individuals that didn't get to me. So give them a week chance to get back at me. But all that stuff goes out and it's like next day delivery. So you guys are super enthused with all the coins that we do have. We have a whole bunch of coins and I'm really pleased with what Ben Kenobi has done. He has done a tremendous job. But let's get into these topics. Sony to skip Gamescom 2024. Unlike the leader in the gaming industry, Sony, the third place entrance, will be skipping Gamescom 2024. Sony has confirmed that it will skip Gamescom 2024. It marks the 5th year in a row that Sony won't attend the annual event in Germany. Sony Interactive currently has no plan to exhibit games at Gamescom, the company told Germany an outlet. In addition to Sony, Nintendo confirmed it won't be at Gamescom this year. Last year during the event, Nintendo reportedly showed closed-door tech demos of Nintendo Switch 2 to various press members and game developers. Sony confirms that the next Uncharted movie is in the works, blah, blah, blah. That's not what we're talking about. But again, Sony has taken you guys for granted, and I am here to expose the hypocrisy when it comes to this industry and how they allow them to do whatever they wilt. So you're wondering why you're not getting any games on your PlayStation? And I can tell you why. Queen catalog to be acquired by Sony Music Group for $1 billion. The Queen music catalog, along with another of their rights, is in the process of being acquired by Sony Music Group for 1.27 billion, sources confirmed to Variety. The news was first reported by Hits. According to the report, the only revenue not covered in the deal is its live performances, which found members Brian May, Roger Taylor, who still actively tour, and singer Adam Lambert will retain. One other player said that to be very close to the bidding, but stopped short at 900 million. Queen's music catalog, blah, blah, blah. This is the reason why you don't get any games. This is the reason why Sony is investing in movie properties, buying movie theaters, trying to diversify their portfolio because they understand what is to be a failed project in the PlayStation 5 will continue to sink money down the drain, and that's not somewhere they want to be. Oh, man. Yo, these bums are buying catalogs. And listen, I understand the Sony Music Group, do what you gotta do. But when are y'all gonna buy some more studios to make some more games? When is the game division not gonna be seen as a failure? The PlayStation 5 is a failure in all metrics to you guys, and that kind of sucks. I mean, I really would hope that at least you get some games. I mean, just buying Queen's catalog? Really? Hopefully, it don't get worse from here. Oh man, brought to you by the Rap. We got to give it to you. The Alamo Draft House Cinema, purchased by Sony. With the historic Alamo Draft House deal, Sony enters the new terrain invested for Crunchyroll and Analysis. Sony is the first studio to own a theater since it sold Lowe's Complex Cineplex alongside Universal in 2002. In buying the troubled Alamo Drafthouse Theater chain for undisclosed sum last week, Sony Pictures became the first studio since 2002 to own a theater chain, offering the studio a chance to market its films directly to Alamo's membership base of 4 million cinemaphiles and invest in a pipeline for its recently acquired anime powerhouse Crunchyroll. The bold moves comes nearly 4 years after a landmark decision in 2020 by a U.S. District Court in New York to terminate the 1948 Paramount Consent Decree, which prevented studios from owning a theater chain and dismantled what was then the Hollywood studio system. I am so thrilled that Sony has found their lane. You know, video games really isn't it, and I believe movie and cinema is where they should focus their wares to. Maybe they can do remakes and stuff like that, and actually do adaptations for Xbox. You know, being that Xbox is leading the charge in video games, maybe they can do Halo movies and Gears of War movies and stuff like that. They're more adept in doing movie renditions of our video games, and that's something I look forward to in the future. Maybe we can all go to the Alamo Draft House Cinema and support Sony in their new endeavors. Man, I support diversifying your portfolio, and Sony, you seem to be doing it the best. Keep on investing inside your Crunchyroll and all that other stuff. Man, I got to go watch some anime right now. Thank you, Sony. What the hell? Sony? You're buying a movie that, oh my God, who's hell? The Alamo? The Last Stand? Is it poetic? Is it foreshadowing the last stand at the Alamo? You dudes. Well, it's the Last Stand. I guess you can go out swinging with Crunchyroll. I do kind of love me some anime. And speaking of anime, I was supposed to this week get a chance to record and get that stuff over to you on a live show. So this is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to do the live show during the day, right, of me reacting to anime and karate films and boxing and all that other stuff. And then I'm going to put it for the members. So I'm going to do it live for everybody. Then after that, if you want to see it over and over again and laugh and have a good time, the members will get a chance to have that in perpetuity forever. So after I watch it, I'm gonna vault it behind the members, but it's gonna be a live show. It's gonna be like every day for like an hour, and we're gonna have some fun. I get back in, that's what I'm gonna be working on. So let's get to these interviews. Xbox confirms its biggest booth ever with Gamescom 2024 and it lists games that we can expect to see. All right, this is the body of the piece. What you need to know is Xbox Game Studios announcer will be attending the world's biggest gaming convention, Gamescom 2024, to hold what is described as its biggest booth yet. In addition, Xbox has announced it will bring several upcoming Xbox titles to the event with plans to reveal more games as we get closer to Gamescom. Ooh, wait. So it's going to be, Gamescom is August 2021. August 21st, 2024 to August 25th, 2024. However, they will have an opening ceremony on the 20th of August. So, they talked about having the biggest booth yet, and it's going to be crazy, and they're going to show X amount of games that we already seen at the Xbox Showcase, but there is more games that they're going to show and reveal at this thing. I told you before that they kept certain games off because they had so much games. So now we get a chance to see probably what they're talking about, the full slate of games that they have in tuck for these game shows for this year and probably for the first half of next year before they can get to E3. But they do have all those game shows at the beginning of the year. Man, Xbox is rolling. Gamescom, the place where people show their wares. I was told, and this is crazy, that a lot of stuff they held back. And I heard Gamescom is going to be crazy this year. So they're going to have a different show, a little bit more to it for Gamescom. And I think that's cool. I think the biggest event and shout out to Gamescom. Iron Lords will love to get to Gamescom, but we're saving up to the road for Tokyo. So hopefully we get a chance to go to Gamescom following year, I guess. But Tokyo is next year, so we're shutting down everything for this year, and we got a package that we're putting together that's going to. Y'all guys are going to love it. So, Iron Lords Podcast, I'm a member of Iron Lords Podcast. So if you found me here on Xbox Frontline and you like my content here, follow me also on Iron Lords Podcast, where I sit down with Lord Attic, Lord Sovereign, and Lord Cognito, my four brothers, and we talk video games Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, Gamescom looks like it's going to be knocking it out of the park. And, I just can't wait to see that. Oh, but we got some games to show you right now that I really like. I'll be a fool not to talk about a game that I actually love to death. Elden Ring breaks DLC review record. FromSoft is set to release its first batch of Elden Ring DLCs this week with the expansion Shadow of the Eldtree, and already is making history. With 58 reviews counted, the title has pulled in a 95 on Metacritic and has set itself at 37 on the site's greatest games of all time list, sandwiched directly between two Grand Theft Auto entries, San Andreas and Vice City. It is 1 point shy of 96 that the main game scored, with that title sitting at 26. Eldtree is by far the highest rated From Software DLC, coming in ahead of the original Dark Souls DLC and Bloodborne. Wow. It is also the highest rated DLC of all time on the site. Accessing the expansion, players must have beaten the bosses Rodan and Mog in the campaign to date. Stats have indicated that less than 40% of players have done. I mean, I ended that game, ended the hell out of Elden Ring. Once you can access the expansion's new area, the Land of the Shadow, the main story reportedly takes around 20 hours to complete compared to 60 hours of the main game. Even so, 20 hours is as big as many major games. This is true. The longest single pieces of DLC to go online. This is crazy. The expansion will release on Friday on the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. The main Elden Ring game sold over 25 million copies since its launch last year. Man, I'm telling you, I do want to play the trailer. I'll probably have the trailer linked to this. I can see my life slipping away again. No more time. Here we go again. Elden Ring. If you guys have never played this game, have fun enjoying it because it's one of those good ones. Very fun game. Another title that I've been thinking about. Scary as hell. Yeah. Am I in for it? Let's go. I was interested in these games, brought these games to you, and let's get into this Matt Booty interview. I think the Matt Booty interview it's a little bit more telling than people think. We have been pleased. Microsoft Gaming Studios head Matt Booty talks about shipping Sea of Thieves on PlayStation 5, Xbox exclusive, and more. All right, so this is the body of the article. What you need to know is Matt Booty, president of the game content and studios at Microsoft Gaming, spoke with Variety in a new interview. Booty touched on a number of topics, including reactions to the recent Xbox game showcase and closure of Tango Gameworks and bringing Sea of Thieves over to PlayStation 5. Speaking on the latter point, Booty said that we have been really pleased while noting games are continued to be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. In a new interview, Variety Strictly Business Podcast, I listened to that today. I didn't want to take audio from it. I actually wanted to give y'all some text so you can see it. But the basic gist of it, Matt was talking about, we're in the beginning to hit the rhythm that we've always aspired for. And that was really our commitment to our players and being able to deliver a much more steady cadence of games and more predictable rhythm. All right. So Booty said that noting the fan and press reaction to the showcase has been extremely positive, and the praise of the number of variety of first-party games shown and is slated for the next couple of years. All right, so during the showcase, we know what they showed, but what he talked about is releasing the games from here until next year to 2025, and they weren't giving too many release dates. And Matt said it's due to wanting to find the exact time to launch a game while making sure it doesn't conflict with other first party or third party titles. Name dropping Grand Theft Auto 6, the entire industry would like to avoid. I think that's a mistake. I think if you have a good title, you drop your title regardless. Maybe it doesn't fall in the same category, and maybe certain people aren't looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6. But again, I understand it, but it is what it is. We certainly want to make sure every game is given space and has got an opportunity to shine, and we don't want to end up overshadowing a game by launching it too close to another. Matt Booty explains, and that kind of makes sense. They also asked Microsoft, asked him about Microsoft. Will they chase game and movie synergy like Fallout? And he said, they won't try to force anything. They want stuff to happen organic. So if it happens organically, that stuff can happen, and that's cool. And leave that up to Sony and stuff like that to do that stuff. They own movie theaters and Crunchyroll and all that other stuff. Let them focus on, not making games and making movies. That's good. Booty points out production schedule of games and movies and TV shows and notes that trying to sync those up in years in advance can be extraordinarily difficult and risky. Remember before. But all right, so let's go into why y'all really here. Why did Microsoft close Bethesda Studios like Tango Gameworks? All right, so early in the year, they closed Tango Gameworks, Hi-Fi Rush. Those decisions are never made lightly. They're never made quickly. And there are a lot of people in the process and oversight to make sure that we're making a good decision. Booty says that when asked about the closures, adding that he didn't want to share any nitty-gritty details, but mentions that Microsoft looks across the leadership at the studios, and if the teams are set up for success in the future, not just if they were successful in the past. Booty also points out that Microsoft has been open to allowing teams to go independent in the past if it clears things, if it was clear that things wouldn't fit. Including recently with former Activision subsidiary Toys for Bob. Now, remember Toys for Bob? Yeah, they gave them the ability to buy themselves out the contract, which is now an independent studio, and the team's first project is being published by Xbox. Kind of crazy, right? Sea of Thieves for the PlayStation 5 and the future of Xbox exclusive. They talk about how great they was pleased with the fact that the Sea of Thieves has sold well over there. All right. We have been really pleased, Booty says, noting that the Sea of Thieves launched across PlayStation 5 and the team saw a quick uptake in Xbox and PC engagement as well, while also sharing a large number of PlayStation players were enjoying the game at crossplay. This success grows the franchise overall, and Booty is allowing teams at Rare and Xbox to continue to invest in the game. So, when they did ask Booty about, hey man, is that the only game coming over? Because these port begging ponies really need that stuff. He said, when asked about what that means for the future Xbox exclusive, Booty reiterates that the teams are evaluating games hitting other consoles on a case-by-case basis, adding that Xbox players can absolutely continue to expect many games to launch as exclusives, and that the Xbox promise and that all Xbox first-party games come to Game Pass and will continue to be true. So what you really need to do is don't you buck up on them. Don't just shut up and get yourself some Game Pass. And don't worry about all that other stuff. Let that stuff iron itself out. Man, but if y'all upset by old games going, I think you're going to be a little bit more upset a little bit later on. Well, Matt stated it. He dropped the gauntlet. He let everybody know Xbox is finally hitting on the cadence that they wanted it to hit on. Everything is going down how they expected it to. And the fact of the matter is everything is on a case-by-case basis. He's dealing in business. He's not going to deal in absolutes. He's not going to tell you nothing else is going over there. Listen, it was a success. They loved that 7-year-old game, Sea of Thieves. And when they sent it over there, that 7-year-old game, which was seeing a little bit of stagnation in the PC and Xbox plays, even though, millions of players are watching and are playing it every day, it had an uptake. So it was a byproduct of putting it on over there to the PlayStation, the crossplay, everybody talking about it, the information that's going on the same way Fallout 76. So I believe that it's a good thing. You know, they're continuing to concentrate on video games. They're continuing to push the line forward down the PlayStation ponies' throats. They're continuing to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. We're gonna run it up on them bums. You know we ain't gonna stop banging until y'all become an app. Pause. But this is the part in the video where I'm gonna tell you to like, follow, and subscribe. And also, for the members, what I want to do is I'm going to put all my videos in Spanish. So from now on, I'm going to check it today. And I'm going to try it today. I'm going to do a trial basis today. I'm going to put this video up for members in Spanish. So for all my Espanol, my Spanish speaking brothers and sisters, the video will be up and you don't have to read the subtitles. I'm going to see if I can get that done today. So I saw something. I'm going to try to get that done today. And hopefully I can put it up in Japanese as well. But I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Gamescom. Because, bro, if there's one place I'd rather be, it's damn sure at Gamescom this year because it looked like they're about to show more than what they had before. But this is what I'm going to tell you. Try to play the Game Pass.